MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's the finale, Game 7 of the American League Championship Series between the Cleveland Indians and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, everything to play for here as we get ready for Game 7.
Well, to me, this game is all about which team handles the pressure of Game 7 the best. The players know what's at stake. The fans know what's at stake. The winner goes to the World Series. The loser goes home. Every play really matters, so we'll see who can play the cleanest game and come up with some timely plays.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2024 New York Yankees.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. How do they go about staying alive in this one, D-Row?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Masahiro Tanaka gets the ball here at home in Game 7 of the League Championship Series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, his last one was good. I'm sure he'd like to pitch a little bit better. Was able to get into the 7th inning. Got a no decision in his last one. He needs to get off to a good start here to try to get him and the team in the win column.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Two and one now to the Tribe's leadoff man. A cool 47 degrees tonight at first pitch. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. Gone to lead off the inning. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. His first homer here in the series as the Tribe move out in front 1-0.
I thought the leadoff hitter is supposed to set the table for the guys behind him. Not the case with that swing of the bat right now. Game's changed, fellas. Get ready for a good one.
Stepping in now, Francisco Lindor. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Lake making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
The 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. Backhanded. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down, and he looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Drive base hit into the left center field gap. So the first 3 batters of the ball game hit safely against him here, and he's going to need to turn things around in a hurry before things get out of hand. Lindor over at second. Connolly at first with no outs. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
Oh, that double play gave him a really good chance to minimize the damage here. One run has come across, but now he just has to work to strand that runner at third. Would be pretty huge if he can do that.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Here's the 2-1. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His 4th long ball of this series. And the Indians move in front now 3-0.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or if he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Standing in now, Lonnie Chisenhall. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot in this game.
The 2-1 home is in off the plate.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
3 runs already home here. Hit sharply on the ground. Played on the backhand. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Tribe lead this one 3-0. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Well, Matt, I'm looking for someone to step up right now. Down 3 runs, someone's going to have to hit a gapper with runners in scoring position. It all starts with the leadoff guy. Find a way to execute and get himself on base. See if they can get a rally started and get back in this.
Britt Wheatley will do the pitching in hostile territory here for Game 7 of the LCS. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians' defensive setup today. And this team's lucky enough to have their Gold Glover play shortstop, the captain of the infield, and the offense knows if the ball's hitting his direction, you could pretty much take the right-hand turn and go back to your dugout. Not only the routine ones, but the highlight reel ones as well.
Settling in now, Jack Cruz. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the 1-1 pitch. And a good pitch there as this ball swung on and popped straight up the chute right around home plate. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Second, the left fielder, David Hardesty.
Coming to the plate now, David Hardesty, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. At the wall, he leaps and makes a spectacular catch.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
In now, Christian Yelich. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Yanked hard, but foul to the right. Now the 3-2 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Tyson is there, makes the catch, is retired. So the Yanks go 1, 2, 3. They trail in this one 3-0. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Batting 8th, the first baseman, Lee Shea.
The 1-1 is a fastball that misses.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Tanaka sets his sights. 2-1 on its way. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. The 2-2. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Into the box, Jerry Guerrero. And that misses 2-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Runner at first here, one man out. Line toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. And they're not going to get him at third, so runners at second and third now with only one gone.
The center field.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise to the occasion, while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Stepping in now, Caden Leach. Liner into right center. That's a base hit. Now the throw comes in to hold that second runner at third, so they're at the corners now with still only one away.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
Digging in, Francisco Lindor, and their runners at the corners now. The 1-2. Little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play one for sure and maybe a second. The relay throw on to third, but he's in safely as a run will score on the play as well.
And those are plays that cost you ball games. You're already losing, and then you make an error like that to compound things. That's how things snowball on you, and you start to feel like you can't do anything right.
Dwayne Willard is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway.
Willard.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Patrick Connolly. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Leach on third. Lindor at second with one away. Ready with the 2-2. And it's fouled away. Here's another 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Definitely in a tough situation facing the 3-hitter. You can work around him and maybe walk him to load the bases, but that just sets up the cleanup guy with the bases loaded.
Slider swung on and grounded toward short. To his right, Cruz. For the first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
2 runs already home, and now you can make it 3. Good job right there of keeping it simple and putting the ball in play.
At the plate, Jose Ramirez.
liner, but picked up on a hop.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 Yankee error, and 1 man left on base. On now to the bottom of the second. Cleveland's out in front, 6-0. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
To 1-2 now. The next 1-2 pitch. Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone.
Batting 5th, the designated hitter, Yonder Alonso.
The 1-1 home. Lifted in the air out to center field. Leach has a beat on it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting 6th, the second baseman, Scooter Jeanette.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Jeanette. The 1-1. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Connolly has got it, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They still find themselves down 6-0. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Indians offense with Cleveland's manager, and overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready to take his hacks again, Will Tyson, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down, because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Stanton has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
The right fielder, number 9, Lonnie Chisenhall.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting Lonnie Chisenhall. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And that will hop over the wall now, as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
The catcher.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
Comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Ready for another chance? Lee James. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
And he fouls this one off. Chisenhall on second. Guerrero one away. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box now, Jerry Guerrero. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Line to the right side. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. Indians strand a couple. They lead it 6-zip. Stepping into the box, number 39, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. The 2-1. Line hard. But foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Don't go too far. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton gets his shot next. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Leach ranging back to the track. It's down for extra bases, and the Yankees have their first hit of the game. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Talk about starting off the inning with a bang. Goodness. When this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here. And I think he might have too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. A runner at second, nobody out. Now a swing and a miss, and Stanton is down on strikes for round number 1. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez. And the count will be full. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away. That's a big at-bat from the bottom of the order.
Yeah, Matty, right there. Worked himself into a nice situation. Got on base right there. Now first and third. Rolls the lineup over. Top of the order is licking its chops.
In now, Jack Cruz. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one.
The batter, the left fielder, David Hardesty.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, David Hardesty. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 1-1, here it comes.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning.
Yankees forced to settle for one. 3 innings are complete now in Game 7. It's the Indians 6 and the Yankees 1. Roberto Corona answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Corona.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Caden Leach. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Three and one now. The 3-1. Full count now. Now a check swing here, and no swing, says the home plate umpire. Not even an appeal. It's ball 4. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Patrick Connolly.
Stepping up to the plate, Patrick Connolly. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Leach rounds third and is digging for the plate. He comes across to score, and it's now a 6-run lead.
When you're up by 7 runs any time in a game, let alone this early, it feels awfully good. They are hitting on all cylinders here, but they have to be careful not to let off the gas pedal now.
Now at the plate, Jose Ramirez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Lindor at second. Connolly on at first with nobody out. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Oh, and he struck him out. A big strike out there with the bases loaded, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder,
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
The 1-1 home. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Yelich is under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. Indians forced to settle for 1. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Indians lead it 7-1. Now at the plate, Christian Yelich comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs. I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
This is pulled into right. And Chisenhall calls for it and takes it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box, Greg Bird. in there, and it's even now, 2-2. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Yonder Alonso. Sliced hard, but foul to the left. Here's another 1-2. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're down 7-1. Digging in once again, Omar Guerrero. The 1-1. This one's flared off to the right side. Stanton coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Now batting, the first baseman, Lee James.
Digging in, Lee James. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
The 1-1. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
You can see that this wasn't that difficult to play as it headed up the middle, but it might have taken a funny hop there, and he couldn't make the play on it.
Stepping in now, Jerry Guerrero. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Here comes Yelich. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first down. Certainly a highlight reel grab that we just witnessed. So here it is again with show track, and the high 90s route efficiency is what stands out. He read it off the bat exceptionally well and closed ground on it just about as well as one could. Standing in now, Caden Leach. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. Francisco Lindor will be next. Guerrero over at second. James at first. One gone. A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. Now the payoff pitch home. On the ground is short. This could be two. Jeanette has it for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Indians leave one. They're on top 7-1. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Yankees manager to discuss his thoughts on his team's offense. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi. To third. Ramirez is up with it. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Now batting, number 39.
Standing in, number 39. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. 1 run on 3 hits and 2 errors for the Yankees to this point. And he misses 2-1.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Now the 2-1 is a fastball looked at for a strike.
I got to count 2-2.
Here now the 2-2. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. And another foul ball. Another 2-2 offering. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
High in the air out to center field. Leach is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Now at the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. 1 run on 3 hits and 2 errors for the Yankees to this point. On a line, that's a base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
In now, Gary Sanchez. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Chisenhall is after it, and he makes the catch in the corner. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Ready once again, Francisco Lindor. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. The 1-1. Softly hit here to the left side. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, He's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his third knock of the game. That's awesome.
The 1-1. Fouled away. Lindor gets his lead at first, nobody out. And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that two-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up free bases.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. He'll come home with it. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, talking about having a game tonight, that's his third RBI of the game with that base hit, Dero.
Yeah, he must be hungry because that's 3 ribeye steaks for the big boy right there. Just a nice approach all night and able to come through for the team.
Into the box, Jose Ramirez. And he pops it up. Hardesty moving forward. He can't get to it. This one's down. Throw won't get him.
Up next for Cleveland, the left fielder,
Stepping in, Will Tyson. And this is just the eye test talking here, but this reliever looks fatigued to me. Doesn't seem like his stuff is really effective right now.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that, Matty. He's allowed a couple of runners to reach here in the inning, and the command just doesn't seem to be there anymore. I got to think they're going to turn to a bullpen option very soon, if not right away.
The 1-2 is going to be a drag bunt. He gets it down. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
He tried the surprise attack there with a bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
Now to the plate, Lonnie Chisenhall. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Probably wanted more out of that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings 1 home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
Ready for another shot now. Omar Guerrero. He singled his last time up. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. Hit hard towards center. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs and looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
Into the box now, Lee James. Hard hit to the left side, but taken in out there, it's short. Needed just a little more height on that one, but instead the inning is over. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. The Tribe lead this one 10-1. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Jack Cruz, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this will wind up being a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Line towards center field, and he will reach down to get it, as a stumbling play that time is nevertheless good for the first out.
The left fielder, David Hardesty.
Striding in, David Hardesty. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Stepping in now, Christian Yelich. Down the first baseline. James fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Back here in the Bronx, on to the 7th inning now in Game 7. But before we start, we take a look at our game summary to this point. Dylan Betances enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 68, Dylan Betances.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Jerry Guerrero. He'll swing it from the left side right here. The 3-1 pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And the Tribe will get a man to second base on the leadoff double.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
Standing in now, Caden Leach. Line toward the gap in left center. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. Guerrero blows through the stop sign, headed for home. And he's safe at the plate. Way out in front, now up by 10.
I'll tell you, they're posting video game numbers here. I mean, that's their 11th run of the game, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Just an absolute onslaught from this offense.
Digging in to try it again, Francisco Lindor. He'll look to keep it going, 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. Swing and a looper to left. Ball coming on hard as he makes the diving catch.
Taking another look at it, the ball has some topspin on it, but He's on the full run and dives to make the catch. Nice defensive play right there.
In now, Patrick Connolly. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw goes to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Leach stands at third with one gone in the inning. Knuckle curve, and he can't ring him up as it goes to 2-2. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. The 2-2. Hit in the air out to center field. Yelich is under it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, but particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
Now in the box, Jose Ramirez. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Ready with the 1-1. And a bouncing ball, foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. Back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Now batting, left fielder, Will Tyson.
At the plate, Will Tyson. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
Yeah, that was amazing. Kind of completely caught us off guard up here in the booth. Don't expect the same thing. We pay this guy big dollars to drive the ball in the gap. Look for him to swing the bat right here. Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he...
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning stretch time now here in the Bronx. The Indians on top, 12-1. So coming to the plate, Greg Bird. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
The 1-1. Slap hard the opposite way. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
As we take another look here, you can see it's a 2-seam fastball running away from him at the plate. So he does the smart thing, not trying to pull it or just rolling over it, just goes with it and has enough juice on it to drive it for a double.
Into the box, Yonder Alonso. A ball and 2 strikes.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. And they'll get it in quickly. It's 1st and 3rd now with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings
Now
of being a pretty big inning, D-roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Stepping in now, Scooter Gennett. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. A bullet to first base. And they'll put the tag on him heading back to first. It's a double play.
Now batting, number 39.
Into the box, number 39. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Fly ball heading for the alley. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ballgame. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit.
Next for the Yankees.
So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box now, Giancarlo Stanton. Leach is under it. And the inning is over. Yankees forced to settle for 1. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Cleveland's out in front, 12-2. Stephen Floyd comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Stephen Floyd.
So striding forward now, Lonnie Chisenhall. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And it's fouled away. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. Coming to the plate now, Omar Guerrero. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Floyd is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
Here now the 2-2. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Stanton is over. 2 down. Well, there are blowouts, and then there are blowouts. And this, folks, is a blowout. As you get a look at our line score, it's not often that you see a road team come into this place and put a whooping on these guys like the one we're seeing here tonight. Digging in now, Lee James. He's 1 for 4 for the game. 2 out, nobody on. A bouncer up the middle. That's through. He's got a base hit, his second in this one. 2 for 5 now.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down the zone right there below the knee. defensive plays all over.
Standing in now, Jerry Guerrero. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Now a move over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. James leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. The 2-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. Yelich on the move. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
In now, Caden Leach. Hard hit ball to second, fielded by Jeanette. On to first, and the Triber held in check as the inning is over. Indians strand a couple, so they're unable to add to their 12-2 lead. Eli Cortez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 6, Eli Cortez.
Next for New York, Gary Sanchez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And the payoff pitch. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. And there are the final numbers for the Indians starter. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Lindor takes it in. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in now for the Yankees, David Hardesty. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
You know, Matty, tough to go down looking right there, especially in a long at bat. I kind of tip my hat to the fact that he didn't go into uber swing mode. He battled. He just got locked up. Look for him to have another quality AB. I think he's seeing the ball pretty darn big right now.
The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's lifted the other way out to left. Tyson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, and this one rolls on. It's 12-2. So here's Francisco Lindor now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Sent on the ground out to second. Jeanette has it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Patrick Connolly.
Into the box now. Patrick Connolly earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Very high, 2-1.
Really high curveball right there. Struggling with the release point. That's the key to the curveball, figuring out and finding that release point.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. Jose Ramirez will be next. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Hit on the ground to short. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Up next for Cleveland, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jose Ramirez. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. He'll try again. 1-2. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Will Tyson would be next if they can keep this inning alive. 3-2 pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit out towards second. Jeanette is there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. The Indians lead it 12-2. Carson Smith, the right-hander standing 6'6", will take over pitching duties here.
Number 39, Carson Smith.
Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Grounded to the right. James is up with it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The first baseman, number 33, Greg Bird.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Greg Bird, who came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB. That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Now
so it was a strikeout swinging. Greg Bird goes down, and they've got only 1 out left to work with. Here's Yonder Alonso, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. The 1-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Runner at first following the error. And set to go is the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a ground ball. This could do it. Cleveland rocks, and the Indians are going to the World Series.
Well, congratulations to them as they're now the American League champs. They're going to celebrate tonight, and then they're going to have to refocus for a run at the ultimate prize, the World Series trophy. Can't wait.
Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks, including a home run. So without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
For my partners, Dan Plesac, Mark DeRosa, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the American League Championship Series.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 39 minutes.